Hi, I'm Lance J. Rea, and I directed Not Alone. I come to you from beautiful Snug Harbor to give you some information on how Not Alone came to life. Well, during this whole pandemic, I have been making one-man films, which means I act in them, shoot them, etc. Come up with the idea. And it's been fun, and one of them even was in a festival. However, the time came where I wanted to get back on set and doing real films with actors and crew, and so I said, listen, I think it's time we do a project, but something short, something that is a couple of actors, one day shoot, one location. So I put out a call, and Dave Martin was one of the writers who responded. And I read a few of his scripts he sent me, and Not Alone caught my attention. It's exactly what I wanted. It's almost like a scene out of a horror film, which was exactly what I wanted to do because I'm using an all-new camera system, which is called a cinema camera, and new lighting. So I wanted to actually experiment with it and see what I can do with a horror film. Very happy with the whole look. So that's how the story came to be, and I got the script and all that. So as far as the actors go, I had mentioned to Dan Gregory, who was in The Accusation, that I wanted to do a short and I was looking for actors, and he said to me, if you want me, I'm in. So I said, I want you, because he did a great job in The Accusation, and the guy is very, very serious and very he puts a lot into his characters. So I said, yeah, no, I definitely want you to do this. And I asked him, before I go and do online auditions, etc., do you know any actresses? So he recommended Kristen Hutchins, which didn't disappoint either. She was great. I tried something different on this film with the actors. I wanted them to bring something to the characters from within. In other words, I wanted them little nuances. I don't want you to change the script of the story, but if you feel maybe that character had liked to smoke or liked to scratch his chin or something like that, I wanted them to bring something to these characters, and I was going to let them have leeway and do that, and they did, and they didn't go over the top, and I'm happy with it. It was a successful experiment, as you'll see. Now, we shot this film last Friday. It's a week later today at the time that I'm making this recording. It's already edited, and it's in the hands of Jane, who's scoring it, which I know she's going to do an incredible job. Don't go anywhere, because after you're done listening to me, there's interviews with the cast and crew and a behind-the-scenes making of. So enjoy it, and I want to thank you guys for always supporting us and our films, and I will see you all on the next set. Well, hello everyone. It's a Friday afternoon, August 28th. It is 4:40, and guess where I'm going? To make another movie.
And now this is the third one. He's doing.
Is that filming?
Yes, it is.
Hello, how are
4K.
Advertising.
Advertising.
I'm getting paid.
That's
Yeah.
tiny, Lance. That's
Yeah.
such a small little camera.
And the favorite, Chris, you're missing out.
This is your second film with Lake Films. Tell us a little bit about your first experience and how you think it'll compare to tonight.
Well, first let me say thank you for interviewing me. The first film I did with Lance was a great experience. He's a gentleman and he's a complete professional. We did it in one day, nice location, great people, including the lovely person behind the camera interviewing me right now. So I think it's going to be relatively comparable to last time. I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to see a lot of interesting material here. And I know Lake Films is the place to be. So round two, we're ready to kick ass.
Tell me a little bit about your role in Not Alone.
Alright, I play the role of Nick. I have secrets that I cannot share with the audience, but I promise you, when you see this film at film festivals, and hopefully we get nominations and wins, that's my prediction, manifesting that right now. Nick is going to bring you into this world of the supernatural, but the real meat of it is going to be the lovely actress Kristen Hutchins. She's going to bring it home for everybody. So I'm merely a supporting character in the world of this wonderful talent.
And finally, how does your role in this film, Not Alone, compare to your role in The Acquisition?
Well, I'd like to say that my role in The Acquisition was kind of an asshole, I suppose, if we're going to be frank. And at Lake Films, we're all honest with each other. So even though this character is nicer on the surface, he does have his moments. But we're going to see a couple different aspects of Nick and Not Alone. And my character in The Acquisition, who is kind of a villainous performance. So I'm looking forward to the dynamic of saying, okay, my second Lake film, I play a nicer character. And in the first film, not so much. If you haven't seen The Acquisition, shameless plug, go see it at one of the many film festivals that it's going to be playing at with our award-winning director, Lance Reha.
So what do you think about doing a micro short as opposed to a longer film?
Well, I'm a biased son of a bitch. Anything Lance wants to shoot, count me in. Whether it's 2 minutes or an hour and a half, hopefully next summer, we'll be back for a feature at Lake Films. So for tonight, micro short, talented actress that I'm working with, fantastic crew, and a great location. I think it's going to be awesome, and we're going to just show these audiences exactly how good it could be.
By the way,
Let's take a walk and let's see what's going on in here.
Hey,
What's going on?
are we live?
Yeah, this is actually recording video.
Oh, we're recording video.
Yeah, this is like a steady cam
Love it.
mini 4K. This little thing.
Really?
You'll be surprised at the quality. Again,
Lance, you don't surprise me anymore. You are a mysterious dude. You're a talented dude.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be back on set of the Lake. I don't know if there's got audio on there. Wow.
yes, it does.
You gotta know.
Hi, my name is Kristen Hutchins, and I am going to be in Not Alone, playing the part of Natasha.
And how do you feel about this being your first Lake Films, right? How do you feel
Yes.
about working with Lance?
Oh, I'm so excited. I've heard nothing but great things about people who've worked with him and that he's a great director. And he's an award-winning director, so I mean, what more can you ask as an actress to work with someone like that?
And how do you feel about your role as Natasha?
Oh, it's really interesting because Natasha is in a new relationship and she's a little bit uncomfortable, and I feel that Natasha has a little bit of like a sixth sense, so she can like sense a paranormal entity if it's near, and she just doesn't feel right in the situation that she's in, so things get a little crazy for her and she gets a little spooked, and I'm so excited to dive into that.
That's really cool. And finally, what do you think, and I mean, you could hop back on and answer this too if you want, what do you think about doing a micro short as opposed to, let's say, a longer film?
I think doing a micro short is super, super cool because not only do you is it a one-day thing, but the script, at least for this one, it's like a skeleton where you can bring yourself really into it. And I love the open-endedness of it because me and Dan, we can just dig in real deep and make it really interesting in such a short amount of time.
Now, do you and Dan know each other prior to filming?
Yes, we actually did a reading of a new play about, 4 months ago? And it was really, really cool, and he was fantastic at the reading, so I'm really glad we started this friendship together and get to work with each other again.
You made another appearance.
I did.
How did it feel? A little hot, but
Yeah, a little hot, but it was pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So we're about halfway through. A little more than halfway through, I think. How do you think it's going?
I think it's going great.
Yeah.
Friday night, no place I'd rather be. Conveniently, I only live about 10-minute walk, 5-minute drive.
That's
Probably
crazy.
a little bit off, but yeah. If if I worked this out a little bit smarter, I could have got my exercise and filmed the same.
I didn't think it was that close.
But then I'd have to ask Greg to use the shower, and that might be pushing the limit.
Could tell us how long are you working for Lake Films, and what will you be doing tonight for us?
So I've been working with Lake Films for about 16 years, and I will be doing sound, PA work, and I will be the creature.
I guess it's okay to talk about that because people will be seeing this after.
Yeah, exactly.
After
Not like
film
the
is
last
over.
time where I didn't want to give it away, but I did anyway.
So, what do you think between the difference between the creature that you played in The Acquisition and the creature that you're playing in Not Alone? What do you think the main difference is, if any?
Well, for the Acquisition, it was more of a demon, kind of taking the souls into hell through the mirror. Whereas this one, I think it might be a different type of demon. It might be just some other creature from maybe folklore or something.
And how do you feel about working with an award-winning director?
Oh, I've been working with Lance for so long. It's so great. He's a great director, and he deserves all the best because he really knows what he's doing, and he's got everything in his mind. Even the editing, he's already got it, or fixed together, created together. So it's always a pleasure working with him.
And the last question I have, I asked them as well. How do you feel about working on a micro short as opposed to, let's say, a feature film or a longer film?
Oh, I mean, I love it. I love working micro shorts because you get everything done in a day, and sometimes I think that there's a better feeling that it's all done in a day, but also it's pretty cool, that you can get a story together and tell it within a few minutes.
Well, that's a wrap.
Wrapped film number 2 with the gentleman named Lance Rehan and his fantastic crew.
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I'm
That's a
glad
wrap.
My responsibilities of the night are over. Opening and closing that front door is a challenge.
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.